United States roads and traffic, Soviet architecture, North Korean level of human rights, and maybe a little bit of India. It all started when I was appointed as a mayor of this beautiful land. And my goal is simple. I must create the ugliest, shittiest, stupidest city on earth. Welcome to the glorious city of shit. And it all starts with a very, very long, almost as huge as my English knowledge level, highway. Now let's double it, and now we have two huge highways that lead absolutely to nowhere. But it seems like nobody wants to use them. So let's build some residential zones, and for that we will need some smaller roads. And I had plenty of choices. Grass road, tree road, but my personal favorite, this one. So let's create our first neighborhood. Just one road with 0 U-turns. That means, if you live here and you want to get home from there, you have to drive through the entire spiral of suffering. Then I created some residential zones and some shop zones on the opposite parts of the city. And our first buildings were almost ready. They just need some electricity. Perfect. There will be a lot of people living here, and they all will generate an enormous amount of shit. But do you really want me to throw all of that poop and pee-pee in that beautiful river? Of course not. Let's just make a poop lake. Good lord, it's only 13 houses, and they already shit like 100 elephants. And look at this, our first residents are moving in. But it will probably take them some time. But there's a problem. Look at this house. It takes a lot of space, but only 9 people live here. This is the core issue of the Western world. Rent is expensive because you don't know how to use your land. All of these tiny beautiful houses will cost you at least few $1,000s a month to rent. And look at this. It is Kyiv, Ukraine, Troyeshchina district. And you can rent an apartment here for less than $200. These houses are ugly, but they can accommodate thousands of people for a low price. And that's exactly what I need in my shit city. So let's create a special district and give it that sweet Soviet vibe. High density residential, and done. It looks beautiful and it's efficient. Instead of 9 people, we have 10 people living here. Efficiency! So now we just need to destroy all the useless houses without paying $1 to their owners and replace them with commie blocks. Shit city looks 10 times better already. But we also have a huge demand for industry zones. So let me build some factories right in the city center. The reason why I did it is because, just think about how much time people waste on the road to their jobs. You're basically sitting in a car for hours and hours. In my city you don't have these problems. You can walk to your factory in 2 minutes using nothing but your legs. Absolutely genius, absolutely efficiency. I don't understand why every city isn't built like this. Shit city kept growing, and with it, first problems appeared. People were getting sick, dying, and crime was through the roof. So I've decided to handle the crime first, by building a prison. Right here, so that every citizen could see the prison and be too scared to break the law. Let's build a school right across from the prison. In that way, kids can look out the window and understand exactly what their future would look like if they fail their exams. This school will teach them way more than math or chemistry. Shit city kept expanding, and it looked magnificent. And most importantly, our citizens were happy. I mean, how could you not be happy in a paradise like this? And here's what I noticed. Nobody is leaving our city. People keep moving in, and not a single soul has left. Oh, it seems like I forgot to connect the exit. They literally cannot leave. People are basically prisoners here. Great. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, something is burning. A fire station is way too expensive for my budget, so let's just trigger a tactical tsunami. Oh, wait. Never mind. My lovely citizens complain about garbage.
Where are all the #garbage #trucks?
So the greatest mayor on earth is already on the way to fix this problem. I hope that no one will complain about garbage now. Overall, this part of the city is now perfect.
I never really thought about how much garbage piles up in just 2 weeks.
I've built them almost 100 landfills, and they still not satisfied. I'm tired of these people. And I think that it's time for some class separation. Poor people with no money can stay and live in this shithole, and for the rich ones I will create a glorious island where they can live in isolation from shit people. I want to make it like really beautiful. Not too big, not too small. So let's just draw some kind of a random, absolutely totally random shape that definitely isn't based on anything real.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid.
Oh shit, I forgot about tsunami. Don't panic, we have a beautiful poop lake. All the tsunami water will just go there, no problem. For the wealthy, we'll stick with the low density housing. No more commie blocks. I also gave them a huge hospital, a fire station and the police department. Let's also give them some clean water, so they wouldn't die from ass cancer at the age of 12. And their golden wealthy shit can go straight into the poor man poop lake. And for power, we'll use some eco-friendly wind turbines with no pollution, no noise. Perfect. And it also feels like the residents of this island really love children. So let me build some suspicious amount of elementary schools. There we go. The island is complete. Truly a masterpiece of urban planning. Now back to the mainland for even more suffering. Someone is stealing garbage. I mean, is that even a crime? But listen, I'm a good mayor, and that means that I solve problems, all problems, even stupid ones. And my solution is simple. More prisons. If you steal our trash, you go straight to the gulag. The only problem left is that Vice City is too small. Thousands, maybe millions of people are dying, I mean, dreaming to move here. So we must expand. I also built this majestic skyscraper to attract new citizens. But why just one? Let's make a second tower. I mean, a second skyscraper. I really like them, and I hope that nothing catastrophic ever happens to them. Oh shit. Well, at least I still have a second one. Half of the city is burning, and the other half is even worse. Our pee-pee poo-poo hole overfilled its capacity, and now half of Vice City is covered in piss and shit, while the other half is just burning. This place is a paradise. I just don't understand why there are so many abandoned buildings. Maybe rent is too high. Alright, let me just double the size of Poop Lake. Now it's a Poop Sea. Perfect. Also, our dear citizens keep begging for a hospital. So, I build one. Perfect. Now I just need to build some kind of a road so they can actually get there. And I tried, I really tried, I really did. But it seems like an impossible task. So, plan B, they can just fly there. Still cheaper than US healthcare. It seems that even a poop sea cannot contain all the juice our citizens produce. So, plan C. Poop ocean. Dear citizens, now you can shit as much as you desire. I hope that now you are happy. Unfortunately, even with my perfect healthcare, some people just stop living. So we need a cemetery. But cemetery take up way too much space. And we also need some kind of playgrounds for children. Let's just combine them. Look at this. A cemetery with a carousel. Perfect efficiency. And why stop there? We have a lot of space near the landfill. Let me just put a children playground on the garbage. I think that's a perfect place for children to grow. Hey, little Tony, do you like to play here?
Yes!
Oh yeah, that's great. Wait, what is this? A city budget? Let me see our income. It's not that bad. And expenses. It doesn't look good. I mean, I could raise some taxes, but I care about my citizens too much. Instead, to make some profit, let's exploit our natural resources. Just a little bit. Just a little. Just a little. To power my massive mining machines, we need energy. So I built a power plant. A nuclear power plant. To be more specific, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Yeah, the one that went boom. But surely this time all be good. Right? Well, at least now, with all these mines, our city will make some money. Let me see, 2000 in profit. Not bad for beginning, but... oh, wait, it's not profit? I think our main problem is the distance. Our workers spend way too much time in their cars. And I care about my workers a lot. I'll just move people into the mines. Residential zones right next to the dust, noise, dirty air and probably some radiation. Because the factory must grow. We are mining, we are smelting, we are producing some useful stuff. And we are finally making money. Absolutely victory. And just like every other authoritarian shithole that made a fortune by exploiting its people and natural resources, it's time to host a Formula 1 Grand Prix. I spent hours and hours planning every single corner of this magnificent circuit. And just look at this, it's beautiful. The race will start at the human right violation factory, then it goes past the Poo-Poo Ocean and all other greatest parts of Shit City. And then we hit this. Great place for overtake and battle. And finally, it loops back through the industrial smoke to the finish line. I just need to add some extra stuff, and the first ever Rolex Aramco Amazon DHL City of Shit Grand Prix is ready. It light out and away we go. Drivers blast down the human right violation straight, through the Poo-Poo Ocean corner, and now they are entering the central district of our beautiful majestic Shit City. And it seems like we have an intense battle between McLaren and Williams for the first place. What a great race, so much battle. To be honest, this race is way more interesting than a real F1 season. And it's definitely more beautiful than any race in F1 season. Definitely. The only sad part of this race is that Ferrari are only P15 and P17.
Disgusting!
4 months later, holy shit, that was a long race. And Brock Simmons is the winner of the first ever Vice City Grand Prix. Stan Markson is the second, and in third... wait, guys, where are you going? This race was a great total success. And now, after millions of people have seen our great city on their TV, there will be even more people that will want to live in our glorious city. Everyone will want to move here. Oh shit, it seems like there are some dead children on our landfill playground. I mean, how can you not want to live in such a paradise? I love this place. And I hope that nothing bad will ever happen to it. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh no. Well, apparently the city of shit is no longer exist, so now I'm kinda unemployed. So if you are looking for a perfect mayor for your city, or I don't know, maybe even a president for your country, just call me. And don't forget to subscribe.